Yeah, that's actually a very good point, and it came quite strongly through the networks that I was developing Get Going Together. There was a sense that is this an additional piece of work that areas are going to have to adopt. However, I must stress that areas in the same hand were saying that they were looking for more opportunities to develop and train their staff, but not necessarily in the same way, and looking at diverse ways to do that. For Get Going Together, I suppose what we've tried to stress is that it shifts a wee bit from the traditional sense of attending training, and everyone marching off to training events, and putting a wee bit of responsibility onto individuals to learn and develop, using the resources that they have around them, and that's the people that they're working for and the people they're working with. So, on one hand, our work advocates the use of, the formal training programmes, which are very diverse across Scotland, I found, but also, being very clear that there's other ways to learn, and even if it's in forums or networks, but even there's very strong evidence of initiatives across Scotland where workers are learning in very different ways.
I would just reiterate what Brian said, really, but I think when we're looking at the vulnerable group of people we're looking after, it really is so important that they do develop skills. And what we're trying to do ourselves is encourage a learning environment, so that people want to learn more. And the age situation we have a great many people who work for our organisation who are in that age gap, and it is very difficult to say that you have to do this, or people are saying, well, I'll be retiring in 5 years, I don't need to bother, but it's just encouraging people to get into that learning frame of mind. And it's quite surprising how much self-confidence it gives people once they have done something, and that reduces the difficulties for your whole workforce. That's just my sort of personal feelings.
I would just like to say I think it would be perilous to ignore the importance of continuing development for this staff group. And I think nobody has mentioned the issue of gender this morning. I think it's been implicit in some of what's been said, but that this workforce is largely female. We also know that they're underpaid, and that's one of the reasons why I think we have more migrant workers coming in to do these jobs, because they will accept lower wages than a lot of people in our own communities. And also, who's going to replace these people who are in their 50s who will be leaving the workforce? We have to make the job attractive to younger people, and people, I think, who are coming through education now expect to have continuing development in their careers. So I think it's very, very important just to underline that. And I think that it's been not a visible part of the workforce, I think, as Danny was indicating, and neglected. And I think it's really important that these larger women in the workforce get access to further education and training.
Let me say,